It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, and welcome. This is Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A number of storylines emerging as the season gets into full swing. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the Toronto Raptors here at their home, Scotiabank Arena. Checking out Toronto, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. And how about Dwayne Wade? Come on. Shaq, we're talking about an all-time great at the shooting guard position. Do you think he's gotten all the credit he deserves?
You know, even after all the rings, I think people still sleep on D. Wade. At his peak, as dominant as any two-guard we've seen, aside from the great Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I would agree. He's a top 5 two-guard of all time. Injuries have slowed him down, but despite that, he's had a wake up, Shaq. He's had an incredible career. And you nicknamed him Flash, didn't you?
I did.
No doubt. And you went to sleep.
That's when you weren't enduring sleep apnea, apparently. Hey, sleep apnea.
Wake up.
Yeah, we're on the air.
Oh, sorry.
Toss
Back
it to
you, Kevin.
The home court of the Toronto Raptors filled to capacity. A time-honored tradition. The NBA on 2K Sports. Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. And, of course, Marc Gasol. And now's the time where he's getting settled during these first few games with the new team.
Man, that trade is something that has just electrified this entire fan base, the players, the people working for the organization. They think it may be that piece of the puzzle necessary to finally get this team over the hump.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
It'll be the Heat off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Heat, Richardson and Winslow out on the perimeter. Adebayo is out there with Whiteside, and it's Dragic in at the point guard. A nice shot by Winslow. We've already seen a few players make, Brent, a big leap over last year. Their hard work is really paying off.
The interesting thing over the past few years is just how intricate the off-season training is for players. And this is why I think the evolution of the game feels like it's been sped up. So many specialized coaches, so much time that guys want to work on facets of their game that are opening up opportunities And with so much space that's on the floor for guys, we get to see those skill sets a little bit more often on a nightly basis. Awesome to see that players continue to strive to maximize their potential.
I agree. Here is Lowry. After the made shot from Goran Dragic, Lowry drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
So it's Toronto now. Leonard draws the double. Here's Green. That shot no good. And Miami the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight.
Now here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Leonard against Winslow. Leonard kicks to Siakam. Raptors moving the ball around. Green passes to Gasol.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Pass to Dragic. In the corner, Winslow with it. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Winslow's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Justice Winslow takes time to balance himself and measure the defense there. That helps him maintain good body position before the launch.
Now here's Leonard. 29 points for him last game against Washington.
The defensive mindset tonight was huge. He was a real pest coming up with all those steals and had great activity.
And again, Toronto no luck. Miami leading by 5. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Richardson, no luck.
And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
Now here's Winslow after the Marcus Olmas. On the wing, Winslow. He had 16 points in the win against the Bulls in Chicago. 5 to shoot. Lowry against Dragic, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, shot selection is sometimes about being in your range. Dragic was there.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Goran Dragic started his career in Phoenix under the mentorship of Steve Nash.
Well, he still loves to push the pace and still loves to attack the paint. We'll see if he can be an effective player in his late 30s, the way that Steve Nash led his teams.
And let's see some of the numbers here on Marc Gasol. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. He's putting up about 21 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Here's Siakam. He gets that one.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Lowry against Dragic. Down low. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Dragic has got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Lowry drives in, and he drops it in from the low post.
And what a take from Lowry, using that quickness to just blaze to the rim.
Dragic against Lowry. The pass to Winslow. Gasol with the rebound. Raptors trail by 5. Outside, Green. He kicks it to Lowry. Over Whiteside. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Lowry. Gasol's got his second basket of the game. The Heat leading by 3. Richardson with it. 17 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
Here's Adebayo. Shot clock at 3. Winslow's shot is off. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Lowry kicks to Siakam. From 10 feet out. A shot missing. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You see Justice Winslow get into that low defensive stance. Signals kind of like he did at Duke, slap the floor and be ready for a defensive possession.
And Winslow about 6'7", 225, but Brent, it seems like he plays a lot bigger.
Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. He gets lots of minutes at the power forward position and tries to rebound like a 4, and when he gets it, he can rip it down and run it up the court.
That's good from Winslow. Both good from the line that time.
Well, the Heat take great pride in what they try to do defensively, their activity, their awareness, their alertness. Well, this team, as they grow, right now they're committing a ton of fouls. Well, that comes with the territory about learning some of these schemes and trying to be as physical as they like to be.
And you talk about the discipline for the Heat. Not a team that gambles a lot for steals.
No, don't like to overextend. They like to stay at home, and they like to stay in their pockets. They like to contest shots, and then you can't finish off a defensive possession until you grab a rebound. So everybody gets involved in that.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Danny Green, a terrific shooter who also, Greg, happens to give you great production on defense.
Yeah, and I'd have to say Green's probably alone in history with his shooting and defense. Only player to ever have 6 or more seasons with at least 50 blocks and 73s. You know, it might be arbitrary checkpoints, but nevertheless, it illustrates just what Green brings to the table, a consistent 3-and-D player.
And guys, veteran Danny Green moving north last summer as part of the Kawhi Leonard trade, now in a Toronto Raptors uniform.
Yeah, and not the big name in that deal, obviously, but an important piece. Green is shown to be a very capable 3-and-D guy, and it's the next chapter in what has been a solid career for him.
The Raptors making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. Wade right side. And he can't bank that one in. Raptors trail by 3. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. And again, Toronto no luck.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And even though Father Time Brent has taxed Wade on his athleticism quite a bit, you can still see glimpses of it when it matters most.
That seems to be the way of Wade right now, is waiting for the moments, the bigger moments, to step up and hit big shots or make the right play. He won't make plays as often as he once did throughout the course of a regular season game, but instill some confidence in his teammates on the floor come crunch time.
And he makes the first. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city, Kevin.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here.
The violation.
Yes. I only ask you pay attention. That's all. It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. Good on both. And Dwayne Wade had hoped to return to the Miami Heat. Last season, at the trade deadline, he got his wish.
And it just seems right when he's in a Miami Heat uniform. It's a second home for him, and he's back where he belongs, baby. Wade count.
A shot by Lowry, no good.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Whiteside, good.
Whiteside working on having a better all-around feel for the game, and that time makes a solid read.
Raptors trail by 7. That's tipped. Bounce pass from Lowry. Gasol lays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got 6 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Wade. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Bulls in Chicago.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
All right, now let's find out what head coach Nick Nurse had to say to David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, I asked him what the strategy was offensively, and he said, look, we want to avoid having to take so many outside shots. They want to exploit what he described as a mismatch inside. He said, we have the talent down low to make things very difficult on those guys, and we're going to use it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Magruder. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Olynyk the pass to Magruder. Can't hit that one. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful. Completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Yeah, scanning the box score here, and you could just see the turnover differential failing to cause any sort of mistakes. And then on the offensive end, just a lack of focus.
The Raptors making a switch here. McCaw's checked in. Here's Magruder. Baseline jumper. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Here's Anunoby. Rebound by Olynyk.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Wade drives in.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Johnson. Averaging about 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
2 shots. That's on the
That free throw, no good.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
And he's good on the second. Raptors trail by 4. Knocked away. Ibaka finds Lynn. Here's Anunoby. Van Vliet looking around. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Heat. And here's Wade. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. Wade's got 5.
As soon as Wade gets the ball that close to the basket, he's going to take advantage of weak defense and score.
To the paint. Here's Anunoby. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Magruder kicks to Johnson. Back to Magruder. Misses off the right iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And here they come. And Wade sends it back.
You got to love how much effort Dwayne Wade puts into the defensive end of the floor with blocks like that.
Magruder, that's good.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 6-point game. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And on paper, you'd call them the better team, but they actually lost the season series against this group a year ago.
From outside the arc, it's hauled in by the Heat. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Some solid defense there from Lynn.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period. And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
Now here's Olynyk. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
McCaw, the pass to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. He's guarded by Johnson. Anunoby, no good.
Yeah, defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Waiters finds Johnson. From 8, and it's good for 2. And the Heat lead by 6.
He's reliable, capitalizing on the inside. You have to keep Johnson from getting in that close.
Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Johnson surveying the floor. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And that one falls for Olynyk. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
Looking comfortable there from the line. Knows he needs to come through for his team at the charity stripe.
Van Vliet kicks to Ibaka. Here's Anunoby. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Here's Magruder. 11 seconds left to play here in the first. Wade, right side. 5 on the clock. They get a hand on it. Lynn with the steal. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Miami ahead, up by 6. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight the floor, making open shot, you know, rolling the basket, screen, you know, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complimentary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
We've got Anunoby. He's out there with Ibaka. Jeremy Lin is out there with McCaw. And it's Van Vliet into the point guard position. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And for Lin, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lin did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
Who do you think is best at converting off his offhand?
I really do like Mike Conley in Memphis when he gets to, and I love his timing on it, Kevin, that running right-hand hook shot that he shoots from about 8 feet. And one of the reasons I'm so enamored with it is because Mike will shoot it in the fourth quarter with under 30 seconds to go on a critical possession. That, to me, screams of confidence. A tremendous offhand by Mike Conley.
When it means the most, he'll use that move.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving won't do it with his left in Boston, but you know, Mike Conley pulls it out at some of the moments where you just say, wow, a right-handed runner with 40 seconds to go, fourth quarter. Good on you, Mike Conley.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. McCaw, the pass to Ibaka. No good. That would have tied it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now, here's Olynyk. 9 points last game out.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And they can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Marc Gasol's checked in for OG Anunoby. Pascal Siakam comes in for Patrick McCaw. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Jeremy Lin. And a new group getting ready for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Bam Adebayo comes in for Johnson. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Waiters. And it's Dragic in for Rodney McGruder. Now here is Lowry. 9-point game his last outing. Siakam kicks to Green. Fires from deep. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound in this one.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Raptors trail by 5. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Siakam passes to Gasol, and they pick up 2. Gasol's got 8 points.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Now here's Winslow. 7 points in the game. And that one drops. And the Heat lead by 5.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Here's Adebayo. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Right side, no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Now, here's Lowry. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Gasol. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Miami leading by 3. Passes it to Whiteside. For 3, Richardson. And the Heat, another 3.
A good sense right there of Richardson understanding space and that he could get there. Nice pull-up.
3-pointer, Lowry. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game. Gasol with the steal. Here's Leonard, and that one's on target from the wing. Leonard's got his first 2 points of the night.
Count on Kawhi Leonard to work as much as he needs to get to the spots on the floor where he can be successful. He's a good shooter from mid-range.
Here's Adebayo. Pass to Richardson. Here's Whiteside. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
You have to do a lot of things defensively to prevent Hassan Whiteside from scoring. He is just an Adonis out there. Look at that body and still gets those shots to go like he did there.
Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Siakam. Miami's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Dragic, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Given how efficiently Dragic shoots from the floor, you can't blame the D for biting on that pump fake. Maybe he picked up something from Dwayne Wade. They've got to just be more mindful of that move moving forward.
The Heat have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he knocks down the first one. And Goran Dragic, a slippery lefty out of Slovenia.
At his peak, a phenomenal offensive player. He doesn't hit that peak every season, though. And now in his 30s, we'll see how long he can extend his prime.
And Goran Dragic drops them both.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
Lowry drives in. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Dragic finds Winslow from about 19 feet. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Raptors trail by 3. Lowry for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Lowry against Dragic. Whiteside for 3. Richardson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, Whiteside beats everybody to the ball, but then maybe the wingspan helps out. 7'7". Reach over the top, snatch that.
And the Raptors call time here. Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him, they kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Green. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Whiteside. Good D by Gasol.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
You know, sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Here's Siakam. He's coming off a 13-point game against Washington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Siakam's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Now here's Dragic. 8 points for him. Now here's Richardson. Defense is right there. There's Winslow. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Raptors. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Count that one. That's now 8 points for Hassan Whiteside.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Toronto trailing. Leonard looking around. Inside. Outside for Gasol. And Siakam has it in the corner. Pass to VanVleet. Shot clock at 5. Over Whiteside. Got a piece of it.
And the 6'7", 225-pound Winslow rises up and swats that shot away with great athleticism.
Now here's Dragic. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Lowry to the wing on the left. Siakam. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Heat. James Johnson's checked in for Adebayo. Waiters comes in for Richardson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Goran Dragic. The Heat leading by 4. Wade kicks to Whiteside. And there's the pass to Waiters. Here's Winslow. And it's Wade in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Wade's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
VanVleet passes to Gasol. Lowry kicks to Siakam. To halt the run, he lays it in. Siakam's got 10 points in the game.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
Wade bounce pass, passes it to Winslow. Now here's Waiters. He's covered by Leonard. Waiters against Lowry. Here's Johnson. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back.
And just a lightning bolt there in transition. No one can match up with Kawhi, especially at his position. That time they pay the price.
Now here's Wade. 10 points for him. And Waiters kicks to Whiteside. Johnson outside. Back to Whiteside. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Three-pointer, Lowry. A rebound by Johnson.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. It's going to be Whiteside shooting. They get Marc Gasol.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. a second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China, he even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
And it's the Heat with the ball after Jeremy Lin's miss. Waiters surveying the D. Wade left side, wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. And it's good, 2 points. Whiteside's got 13 points.
Yeah, Whiteside has been the show tonight, putting up some monster numbers.
Lin kicks to Ibaka. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Leonard on the wing. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
For Miami, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. The first one falls.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
And the Heat making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. That one misses. Raptors trail by 7. McCaw, the pass to Lin. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You have to respect the concentration level of Lin there. Just doesn't get rattled on his shot when the D whacks it.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Here's Magruder. Pass to Wade. 11 feet away. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Wade's got 12.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And so it's Miami with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Dwayne. How did you evaluate the first half?
I like the way we started the game. You know, sometime on the road we start off slow, so I thought we got to the fight early. And it's two good teams, so, you know, it's the way it should be.
Yeah, we'll see if you can keep their crowd out of it in the second half. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Hassan Whiteside. He had 13 points, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, Hassan Whiteside set the tone early. Obviously, he has great size, plays with some attitude, protects the rim and rebounds. But what's different about him now is that he's added more go-to shots to his arsenal.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back to Canada. The famous Toronto sign here in Nathan Phillips Square, just in front of City Hall. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Hassan Whiteside in this game. Guys, he's everywhere.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change, he's got a double-double.
Well, it's an impressive performance thus far, but it goes beyond just his ability. Right now, he's just simply outworking the opponent.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. On the court for the Heat, Wade and Winslow out on the wing. Whiteside is out there with Adebayo, and it's Dragic in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Wade. Winslow dishes to Wade. Fires from deep, and it's Winslow that time on the assist by Wade. And that's now 10 points for Justice Winslow. Lowry against Dragic. Outside Leonard. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
A second chance effort. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Wade against Green. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Goran Dragic. Averaging about 18 points per, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere.
I love it when guys tap back into that gift. All these guys at some point were that kind of player in their career. Fun to see it show up here.
Here's Winslow. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Miami. Pass to Gasol. To the inside. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Siakam.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Now, here's Richardson. Basket counts. Richardson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Lowry kicks to Gasol. And stolen by Whiteside. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Green taking his time here. Lowry, and Whiteside sends it back.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
Up top, Leonard. He's got 8. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And the Kawhi Leonard drama finally came to an end last offseason with a trade that sent him from the San Antonio Spurs north to Toronto.
And you have to wonder, is this a high-priced one-year rental for Kawhi? Before the trade, Kawhi made it known that he wants to play in L.A. Toronto has a lot to offer, but hard to compete with the idea of what he and LeBron might be able to accomplish playing together.
And he makes the first.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive schemes.
Richardson against Green. Richardson kicks to Dragic. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And that's what you want to do with Whiteside, feeding him the ball in the paint where he makes the defense collapse.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him.
Big hands, long arms, huge frame of Whiteside. It just makes him a dominant shot blocker, a huge rim protector, and a very good rebounder.
And so he hits both. And it's Lowry with the ball, brings it up for Toronto. They trail by 9 points, and it's Dragic with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Siakam. He's got 12. With some arc.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Dragic against Lowry. Now the pass to Green. Out left to the wing. Here's Siakam. They get a hand on it. Gasol kicks to Leonard from deep. And the shot goes in from Siakam. Siakam's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Richardson, no luck.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Green finds Lowry, hangs, and Whiteside sends it back. Now, here's Dragic. He's got 8. Passes it to Winslow. Back to Adebayo. Now Leonard. He dishes it to Green. Pass to Lowry. Six to shoot. High post shot. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Marc Gasol.
And through the years, he's become very confident in that shot. Gasol's almost better from mid-range than he is in tight. That's a great weapon for a 7-footer to have.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Here is Whiteside. 15 points in the game. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. First in free throw percentage, 5th in steals, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Clock at 4. From the wing, Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 10 points.
And as Dragic went up on the jumper, he knew the defense was there still. Finds a way to knock that one in.
Down low, here's Leonard. No good on that one. Now the Heat take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Here's VanVleet. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Now here's Dragic. 10 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Winslow. The Raptors making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And then for Miami, Olynyk is checked in for Adebayo. And Rodney Magruder's subbed in for Goran Dragic. He hits both from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Tipped away. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Moving it up. And the basket by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 7.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Right wing. Lowry passes to Van Vliet. Gasol wide open. He fires. And the Raptors tack on 2 more. Miami leading by 6. Here's Magruder. Kicks to Whiteside. Here's Van Vliet, and the foul on Josh Richardson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Some changes for Toronto. Anunoby, he's checked in for Siakam. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Kyle Lowry. And Miami also making a switch. Waiters is checked in. On defense, the Heat. 6-point lead. And they double up Gasol. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Miami now. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The first free throw is good. It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Eric Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
And Richardson drops them both.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Raptors trail by 8. Here's Van Vliet. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Gasol, and the layup's good off the glass. Gasol's got 14 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, it gives you everything you want at that center position. strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
And we get a moment to check out the team scoring leaders. The Raptors in second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for Miami. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his three-ball shooting and his passing, really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
The Heat leading by 6. Waiters with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Passed away. Johnson at the elbow. Waiters dishes to Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
I like to see Josh Richardson showing you he can get up and rattle the rim a little bit.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Van Vliet. Wade is covering. To the paint. It's deflected. Richardson with it. He's got 9. He kicks to Johnson. Back to Richardson. Shot clock at 6. And Waiters has it in the corner. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now a 10-point Heat lead.
Well, he is an offensive weapon, especially when Waiters gets locked in the catch-and-shoot game.
Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 8 rebounds in this game. And Waiters kicks to Richardson. Here's Johnson. Back to Richardson. The dish to Olynyk. Johnson wide open. He fires. Buries it from 3-point range. Johnson's got 5 points so far. Raptors trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gasol finds Lynn. Anunoby in the corner. And that time, also a missed shot. The Heat leading by 13. Here's Johnson. Kicks it to Waiters. And the pass to Olynyk. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Waiters.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Len. He's putting up about 14 points tonight, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Patrick McCaw, he's checked in for Toronto. Olynyk with the steal. Here's Johnson. Sweet little floater. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, the crowd got in here tonight and sat down, and that's where they stayed all night long, extremely poised, which has led to a monster lead.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Bounce pass from Waiters. Now here's Wade. Tight defense on him. Here's Johnson, and there's another one for the Heat.
That's just a mindset right there from James Johnson. You challenge him in the painted area all you want, he's going to go right back at you.
Raiders against Land. Feeds it to Ibaka. That one drops for him. Ibaka's got his first points in this one.
Not sure you can ask for a better look. He can make those shots while sleeping.
Passes to Richardson. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. Lets it go from 14 and misses it off the right side of the rim. Raptors trail by 12 to the inside. Here's McCaw. The basket good off the assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 5th assist in this one. And the Heat call time here.
And a wise move to call time out there.
They need to settle down a bit. They've been playing out of control at times here, and it shows with their turnover numbers.
Green, he's checked in for McCall. Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. Miami leading by 10. T-Wade on the wing. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Anunoby. They get it back, and Ibaka is right there.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Now here's Wade. He's got 14. No good from Dragic.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Here's Van Vliet. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
Lynn, that's a 2-pointer. Nice jump shot. Good. Lynn's got 9.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D.
Again, the Heat good for 2. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. That one's not going to go. And so it's Miami enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The Heat leading by 12. We've got Green. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Lynn in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Winslow's shot is off. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. In a wide open look for Lynn. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. Swiped it away. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Leonard. Lynn looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Ibaka. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. And it's 6 points for Serge Ibaka.
So agile. Ibaka able to quickly come up and set the screen, then quickly rolls into position for the score.
Dragic dishes to Olynyk, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And he's able to get it back. A steal. The feed to Wade. It's stolen by Green. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. Lowry comes in for Jeremy Lin. Whiteside's checked in for the Heat. Raptors trail by 10. Outside Lowry. Kicks it to Leonard. Lets it go from 14. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Now a timeout called by Miami. The short rest very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. And on our sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Well, the defense clearly respecting Dragic's ability to shoot the ball, but they have to be aware of how good he is at drawing fouls on those attempts, too.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Dragic. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Lowry. Sweet little floater.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Wade against Green. Dragic looking it over. Here's Whiteside. It's not going to go for him. Ibaka with some nice D. Down low. Here's Green. Excellent D from Wade.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Dragic the pass to Winslow. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. The Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that matchup with the Magic, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Raptors trail by 11. Nobody near Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Oh, Whiteside in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Just a great alley-oop there. Teammates connecting. Whiteside with the jam. The D wants no part of that.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Leonard. Lowry from outside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line, or you risk getting burned.
Here's Adebayo. Dragic with a wide open look, and it's Miami with another.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Here's Lowry. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
It's tipped. Wade with no one around. Misses the three.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Bit of a numbers game. More boards, obviously, meaning more possession, and that's been reflected tonight in the score.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Lowry for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Lowry's got 8 points in the quarter.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now, the second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Adebayo passes to Wade. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wade's got 19 points.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made 1 in the first half. Now he has 1 so far in this half. Look out.
Toronto calls timeout. And Bam Adebayo, the 14th overall pick in 2017 out of Kentucky.
Yeah, his name seems to be pretty fitting, right? Like setting screens. Bam. Getting a dunk. Bam. Tremendous athlete. And he can throw it down with some of the best power forwards in the game.
And Toronto making a change here. Gasol's checked in. Here's Green. And it's D. Wade with the rebound. Wade's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And it's Dragic off the drive. Yep, it counts. And the Heat lead by 14.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
The Raptors have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Pass to Gasol. He kicks it to Leonard. Back to Gasol. And Whiteside sends it back. Winslow up top. He's covered by Leonard. Whiteside finds Dragic, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That is his first foul of the game. Raptors trail by 14. Lowry feeling it out a bit. Outside Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Now here's Wade. There's the pass to Adebayo. Kicks it to Winslow. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Whiteside. And that one is off. Good D by Gasol. To the middle. It's stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it. Dragic gets the bucket.
Right now, it seems like he's hitting everything. He is really on a tear.
Now here is Lowry. And the shot goes down.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Lowry against Dragic. Pass to Winslow. Wade outside. Clock at 6. Here's Adebayo. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Leonard attacking, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
And the Heat making a change here. Richardson's checked in. And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Outside, Green. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
You can't afford to leave your feet around Josh Richardson. Terrific at getting that guy up in the air and drawing the foul.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Woo shots.
first one falls for him. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon. But when the NBA became a possibility, he said he had to switch to an easier major.
And instead of spending 4 hours a day studying, he put that time into the gym. A terrific defender in college, was the two-time All-SEC defensive player. And with the newfound focus on basketball, he has blossomed as a scorer. And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And the Raptors miss again.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
Richardson kicks to Dragic. Inside, Leonard with the steal. Green against Richardson. Shoots the three. And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Siakam.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Inside, Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
That's a super play by Dragic, threading the needle perfectly off the screen.
Lowry passes to Gasol. Back to Lowry. And here's Leonard. He's guarded by Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. To the inside. Here's Richardson. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Toronto calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Goran Dragic.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Hassan Whiteside.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. 6 on the shot clock. Dragic against Lowry. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Dragic against Lowry. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his 4th foul of the contest. On the wing, Winslow. He's covered by Leonard. And so the Raptors with another turnover.
You watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Lowry, good.
And somebody throw some cold water on Lowry. The man is on fire. He has taken this game over, and it doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Now here's Dragic. There's 1:47 left in the 4th. Just 5 on the clock. It's deflected. Takes the 13-footer, and that one goes long.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. It's an excellent job.
It's Gasol missing. The Heat leading by 8. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. It's tipped. Toronto with the ball. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Toronto. And so Ibaka, he'll bring it up for the Raptors. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over Winslow, and that one hits back iron. Miami's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Dragic kicks to Adebayo. Dishes it to Richardson. Releases from 15. Right side, good. And the Heat lead by 10.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
Here's Dragic. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. He gets that one.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
And that's just a great individual play right through the teeth of the defense.
Leonard against Winslow. The pass to Adebayo. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. To the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. Deflects the pass. And so it's the Heat winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Goran, was defense the key to getting this victory tonight?
Yeah, we know if we want to win that game, we have to be solid in defense. You know, they're a fast-running team. They're gonna shoot three-point line, and we just have to be solid in defense. And we did that. Then in the end, we won that game. So.
Yeah, you guys worked outside in, and you were able to get stops and get the win. Congrats, Goran. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.